What's good? What's good? It's been a very slow delivery weekend. Really bummed out because I just spent $250 on a phone, and so I'm like wanting to make that money back ASAP. Anyways, my thoughts just the day after. So this is July 4th, the day after. Kind of been trying to consume as much data as I can, or information and misinformation, and to decipher and discern. Discernment is a word that I will do a whole video on at some point. I think a lot of people currently lack discernment. I think that's intentional. It's part of the programming. Let me get back on subject. My thoughts on whether or not the Trump assassination was staged or not. There's an expression, all the world's a stage and we are merely but actors playing our roles, or something like that. I do think a lot of politics is theater. I do think there are a lot of actors and actresses involved within the actual mechanism of politics, but then also peripherally to that within the three-letter agencies. I've talked about the connection between the CIA and the CAA, Central Intelligence Agency, and the Creative Arts Agency. So there is a giant propaganda machine out there, and there are false flag events, and there are psychological operations, psyops. However, I do not believe the Trump assassination attempt was staged. I believe it is real. And I just want to go through a few reasons why I believe it was real. And not any one in particular to me is a smoking gun reason, but I think them all together paint a picture for me to believe that this cabal, this deep state, the globalists, the elitists, the aristocracy, whatever word you want to use, they want Trump dead because he truly is a populist leader. I don't think he's the Messiah. I don't think he's going to be this great, oh my gosh, he's going to save America. But I do think he would stand in the way of the globalists' agenda. And I don't even think he maybe understands fully his role in all of this. I honestly don't think he is super spiritually aware. I do think he has his own sort of sense of morality and whatnot, but let me get back on subject. Okay, so I think they want him dead. That's the first reason. To support this notion, JFK, we all know they killed JFK. Okay, most of us know that they killed JFK. So they're not above, executing people who might stand in their way. And let's go even further back to the Bolsheviks, the violent Bolsheviks. I've talked about in my recent videos, that interaction, Joseph Stalin. The communists, the Marxists, have a rich history of violence and assassinations to attempt to accomplish their objectives. So I do not put it past these people. No, not at all. I think they just got so desperate. I think they're desperate because they've... And then, okay, so the next reason why I don't believe this is theater, the level to which they have gone after this man, the lawfare, so all of the indictments, the felony charges, the impeachments, all of these cases that are just weird, like that E.G. Jean Carroll case is weird. There's the documents case, but then when you look at Biden, so they're going after him so much more fiercely than what I would believe would be sort of a PR stunt. It feels just real. It feels like they're trying to go after him. So that's another reason. So he's a populist leader standing in the way of the Marxists who have a history of violence and assassinations. They're legitimately going after him through all the different means they possibly can. The picture, there was a picture, I'm not going to try and say, I can't remember what New York Times, New York Post, whatever. Some mainstream news outlet found it, took a picture where you can see the bullet just right past his head. If they were to stage something, I don't think they'd use real bullets. I don't think Trump, I don't think anyone would be like, yeah, I trust you to, what was it, Johnny Appleseed, shooting the apple off the head? I trust you to nick my ear. No. They would use fake bullets. That's what I believe. They wouldn't use real bullets. I would believe that maybe if it was fake, there'd be a crisis actor thing, so a civilian casualty could be all part of a plan. But it looked like real bullets. I don't think they'd use real bullets for a staged thing like that. I don't know. So it's just another sort of contributing factor to why I don't believe it was staged. I feel like I had one more reason. God dang it, what was it? There was one more reason. I might have to stop this and then edit it. Let me just ramble for another minute. JFK, Marxists, the bullet. I'm going to stop it. I can't remember my other reason, but I feel like I've made enough of a case. And I just want to wrap it up saying, I don't think he's the Messiah, the Savior, all of that other stuff. It's just the weirdest timeline that we live in. And there's this expression, it's biblical. I'm not a Christian, but I also don't throw the baby out with the bathwater when looking at the historical nature of various religions. I love, Eastern religions and philosophies. I seek guidance and wisdom through the Hindu religion, reincarnation, karma, tantra. We won't get into that. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh, the biblical expression. God, the Most High, does not pick a perfect person for the job. He picks the perfect person for the job. As crazy as this sounds, Donald Trump is the perfect person for this job in this timeline right now. 4 years ago, I wouldn't have said that. 4 years ago, I would have just said I begrudgingly voted for him because I hate the Marxists. But now in 2024, I'm voting for him because I think he is just the perfect person for this job in this timeline right now. Not the Messiah, not the Savior, but he's going to stop the globalists and he's going to give us enough time as activated individuals to sort of rally and coordinate and unite enough to build our own future, to build our own timeline away from the globalists. That's what I think. So that's why I believe that this was not a staged event. I could be wrong. Very open and willing to be wrong on this. I am. But I'm just sharing my 2 cents as of right now. Thank you very much for listening. Much love.